Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to our pitch day. As everyone knows now, we go live any Tuesday at 5 o'clock p.m. UK time. So today we had three great founders, but before starting, let me tell you a bit, just 1 second about EquityMatch. We are very much committed in help founders as much as we can to raise funds and get knowledge how venture capital works. So we not only come helping founders to fundraising, but also we are trying to help them to understand the environment of venture capital, how to start a business, and so on, so on, so on. Next year, we will launch, hopefully already in Q2, our accelerator. So stay tuned because a lot will come soon. Now, let me start immediately with the great founders we had today. And I would like starting with introducing the first one, Paolo Piponzi, founder on Link Innovation SRL. Paolo, if you want to give an introduction to yourself, and after we go straight to Linky.
Yeah, so good evening to everyone. My name is Paolo Pipponzi. I'm from Italy. I'm a mechanical engineer with about 10 years of experience in vehicle of all sorts. So I started with motorbikes and then other kinds of electric vehicles. And now with Cristiano, we founded Link Innovation, that is a company that deals with micro mobility, so small vehicle, electric skateboards, electric scooters.
Thank you, Paolo. So I'm not taking even 1 second more. Please go.
So yeah, as I was saying, our startup is based in Italy and has been founded in 2016 with the aim of creating portable electric vehicles to revolutionize the way we move in the cities. We are working in a high growing market. The micromobility industry is expected to grow up to 67 billions in 2025. In this market, we have two categories in which we are working, especially electric skateboards and electric scooters. There are many solutions out there, but we found that there is a gap in this market, especially when we're talking about the young generation. Nothing out there is truly portable. And that is the reason why we created our first product, Linky, that is the most portable electric skateboard in the world. Linky is extremely portable thanks to its folding system. As you can see here, it can be squeezed and carried in a conventional backpack, and is the lightest thanks to the use of carbon fiber and high-tech polymers. We have already registered 2 patents for this product, for the design and the folding system, and we have created our proprietary injection molding equipments. And within 3 years, we have sold about 1,000 units of Linky in about 15 countries all over the world. The design of Linky has been awarded by ADI, and we've been invited in Dubai Expo 2022 and into the CES Las Vegas in 2019. And in 2020, we have been awarded by the European Union with the seals of excellence. So the steps we did up to now have been useful to validate our core technology, that is the folding system. And we have received many feedbacks from our customers that helped us to work on 2 aspects. First, the production. We are reshoring the production from China to Italy to increase the quality of the product and to reduce the lead time of 60%. And we are working on a powertrain system that is all done with proprietary technology, and that will add important features to our products. With these 2 new aspects of our company, we will be able to create platforms of different electric skateboards and apply even our technology to other products like electric scooters, for example. This is the Linky platform. So basically, with the new design, we are going to reduce of 10% the cost of the product. We are increasing the features, 2 motors, extending range, 110 millimeters wheel, high quality and especially 100% made and tested in Italy. And the platform will be, with the platform, we will give to the customers the possibility to personalize the product, and we will have a price range from $699 to $1,000. Why do we need capital? So first of all, we need to complete the development. So for research and development of our new powertrain system, we need to hire strategic profiles to strengthen our sales team and our production team, and we need to allocate a budget for marketing activities to scale in the North American market. We need about 550,000 euro. Of these, 160 are already received. And it is important to say that the investments that the investor will give to us will be used together with 2 national grants that have already been awarded by the company, and that for an amount of about 850,000 euro. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Paolo. Let me start with what makes Linky unique.
Yeah, for us, the unicity comes from the portability. So we want to really create the first electric vehicle that could fit in a backpack. So in this way, we wanted to revolutionize the way we think about commuting by creating a really a vehicle that could be carried in a backpack, and so that could be really an extension, let's say, of our body. So the folding system is one unique feature that has been patented, and second is the weight. So these are the 2 characteristics that make the Linky portable.
I mean, electric scooters are very trendy. They've been trendy for the last 10 years. But companies are still very much not making enough money. So in your case, you are selling the scooters. You are not actually doing any sharing economy and so on. So how do you see your business model working outside selling units? Are you going to do something more, or the income will come only on selling each of them?
So the main source of income will be we expect to be selling the product to the consumer or to distributors. But with the new scooter that we want to develop, we are thinking about leasing the products as well. In this case, will be different from the sharing economy because we will lease the product to a person, and for example, the product will be able to have a subscription with us and keep the product with him for 6 months or 12 months. Why we can do that? Because our products are light and are portable, so basically they are easy to ship, and this is an important aspect that will allow us to explore this market. But at the moment, all our income are coming from a conventional business, B2B and B2C.
You hold the design, and are you holding the production, or is producing or sourcing?
The production is, of course, we use suppliers. For example, the injection molding supplier is one of our investors. We have PCBA suppliers, motor suppliers. Of course, everything is our design, so we own the technology, but the components are coming from outside. And in this second step, we are gonna assemble the product in our facility, and we're gonna test it and then ship it to the customer from our facility in Falerone. So this is our goal for this next stage.
I mean, where your buyers are coming from now? You're based in Italy. From Italy, Europe, or also outside?
All in Italy, apart from the batteries that they come from a supplier that is based in Sweden. But yeah, the components are the major components, so plastic, PCBA, and motors. They come all from the center of Italy. So that's what this was our one of our goal, to have a really short supplier, and to be able to control the production properly, because it's not a simple product, so it requires to compete with Chinese products. We need to be a step ahead, at least on the quality.
My last question is, what about the market? Where are you selling now?
We're selling mostly in United States, about 50%, 60% of our units in United States. We sold a couple of hundred units in Japan as well, and in Far East, so Singapore, a little bit in Australia, but we're focusing in United States and in North Europe, so UK, Netherlands, France, and Germany, because for this first, let's say, step of our company, we will focus on these markets, and then we are dreaming to expand and planning to expand to east, let's say the far east of the world, Australia and Japan mainly. But we need to have, let's say, we need to find strategic partners for that, because the logistic is really tricky. We cannot guarantee the customer service at the moment to those countries. The cost is too high. But we are planning to do that, because we know there is interest in that markets for us.
One more question. I mean, being an electric vehicle, of course, must be impactful. What about the material you're using?
Sorry, the cost of the bill of material?
You said being an electric vehicle must be impactful, okay? So because, but what about the material? Are you using material that are friendly to the ecosystem?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So at the moment, we are using mainly plastic for the structure, and bamboo and carbon fiber. Um, with the product, so I mean, carbon fiber is not really friendly. Plastic can be recycled, but it's a structural plastic. Our product is really friendly compared to other products, because it's light, so you use less energy. And if you use it instead of a car to do a small commuting, of course, you're moving 5 kilos instead of 2 tons. But for the new product, we have already, for the new version, let's say the platform, we are already partnering with a supplier that I was mentioning before, that is helping us to use biodegradable plastic for our structure, and to use a composite fiber that can be then recycled. So this is an aspect in which we are working, because we know we want to reach that, let's say, goal of being eco-friendly 100%, but it takes time. It's a process, and it takes time, and we need to plan the steps carefully, but we are thinking about it.
I mean, absolutely, but it's very nice you're already planning, because we should be all absolutely keen to have this world to not be destroyed.
Of
But
course.
yeah, thank you so much, Paul. Please stay with us, because we are all back very shortly. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Thank you.
So I want to welcome our second founder, Jessica Breed, founder of Kid Ventures Inc. Welcome, Jessica. How's it going?
It's great. It's really great. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. My name is Jessica Breed, as you mentioned. I am the San Francisco-based founder of a travel tech company. Everyone here thought you were here to learn about Kid Ventures, but today's a huge day for us. You are the first audience anywhere to learn and meet Travel, the new brand. We've been socializing and sharing Kid Ventures with investors and consumers for months, and they all consistently had the same feedback. Travel and travel planning is broken for everyone, not just families. So Trouble was born.
Let's talk.
All right. So vacation planning should be fun. And right now it's the opposite of that. It's a nightmare. So much so that 40% book and then instantly cancel their trip due to information overload and the current process. Despite all of the websites out there, 40% of people are still struggling to figure out what to do when they travel, and 70% fight with their partners and family when they're planning a trip. This is not a vacation in any way. Welcome to Travel Evolved with Trouble. Step 1, take the survey. Tell us everything you want to do on your trip. Step 2, hit the design and book portal right on our website and create the trip of your dreams. Step 3, and most importantly, have fun. There are 6 different ways to design a trip. That you can do it based on the way you like to travel, different kinds of activities, destination types, lodging types, and more. Once you design the trip, you unlock our custom and exclusive destination travel hub as well, with everything you need to do at your destination. It's a truly unique and fun way to design a trip. These trips are meant to support your traditional types of travel, as well as unique trips, like learning, giving back, volunteering, digital nomad style. Anything is possible with Survey Evolved Travel. Market is the $2 trillion global tourism market that's in chaos right now and driving the need for travel. We are a consumer and B2B company. The consumer audience is humans who are trying to design an authentic trip really in a simple way. And then we will be partnering with employee benefit programs from companies, as well as the existing online travel agents, offering them our survey as a subscription. The revenue streams mirror the audiences. We will have consumer booking the trips. They'll pay us for the trip plan fee, as well as the revenue fees we get from the providers. And then there's the B2B payments from employee benefit programs. And we will be offering a subscription service to online travel agents. We will be leveraging artificial intelligence to market and keep our consumers engaged, as well as in the survey that we're building. Our revenue will be in line with other travel tech companies. It should be over the 5 years, like a 90% profitability. We are also heavily leaning into B2B. We think there's a huge opportunity there. So we're projecting that over 80% of our revenue will be driven by our partnerships. Our team. My 2 sons are my co-founders. We love traveling together, and we're always helping our friends design trips. And our goal with travel was to help other people instantly design fun, authentic, their version of what a special trip is instantly. Separately, I'm in digital marketing. I've been in marketing my entire career. I'm a true expert at helping brands and fans connect with each other and keep them along. And I'll be using that to help us find our biggest fans for travel. We have an amazing set of advisors involved, and we are a Kiwi tech company portfolio brand. They are investing equity to build our platform. So we are getting almost a free website and platform, which is a huge win in the platform space. And we also have a lot of other really great advisors. We are raising our angel round right now, $600K in convertible safe notes with a 10% bonus. And the round is live now if anyone wants to get involved. Any questions?
Thank you so much, Jessica. Let me start with the difference coming from your revenue stream. You are B2B, B2C, right? The
Correct.
B2B comes from the survey given in SaaS to the operators, and the B2C comes from the consumers booking on your platform. Can you explain a little bit better?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the consumers are just like any other travel site, but envision it with a survey. So it's a different way that you design and book your trip. And we also have different content than you normally get. So it's going to be a huge win the moment the consumers interact with us. Separately with B2B, there's two different angles. One is we're going to be partnering with corporations and become a part of their employee benefits program. They're always looking for fun, unique additions. And so it's an easy win. We've already got some leads ready to go the moment we start that funnel going, in contacts here in Silicon Valley and beyond. And then the separate stream will be just the subscription. So we're going to offer existing providers an ability to use our survey, which is really exciting for them. There's also, if there's the one that are relatively well known, that like the big providers of the world, but there's also a lot of ones who maybe currently are only offering a survey or they're only offering activities or a part of the package. So when we offer the survey, it's not just going to be the survey, it's also going to be the complete package that they'll be able to offer their users as well. So it's going to be a huge win for the online travel providers right now as well.
Me, there are many platforms today, you know better than me, that you can go and try to book. Are you right? It can be a nightmare, can turn a serious nightmare, but there are so many. What's your selling point? What's your differentiation? Why I should come to your website, your platform?
Yeah, that's a great question as well. There's no one that's using a survey right now to design and book. So this is instantly going to be different. And then it's also then we're going to be able to really easily help you figure out like what's more important to you this trip. Is it the kind of lodging? Is it where you're going? Is it there's just so many variants. And with the survey, it just funnels it in a totally different way than using a funnel path that's currently available. And then at the end, we've also been able to curate this beautiful tech stack behind the scenes that's not on any existing platform. So if you want to design a very traditional survey or trip that's like kind of on the radar of like what a lot of people do, we'll support that. But then it's gonna open up a lot of opportunity for people to do things that they might not have even been thinking they were gonna do for the trip.
Which kind of trip can a book on can organize on your platform? Any kind of, or you will be more focused on some kind of?
It's everything, which is exciting. What we're doing is curating all the beautiful content that's out there. It's a really nice moment in technology where you can do that. We did a nice audit. We were like, know what? There's beautiful providers out there. You can do everything from volunteering in Africa, eco tours, digital nomad, but we'll support any kind of trip that you want to do. Solo travel, group, anything is possible. We just help you sort into it and find the best providers in each way of traveling.
You are launching now. You are fundraising to create a platform and launching. Also, you've been pivoting right now, today.
Yeah.
So, where are the markets? Are you be focused in US where you're based, Europe, Asia? Where?
Oh, that's a great question. We really the beautiful thing about this being a global market and us not curating anything is this is a global tech stack, so we can market anywhere. Our plan is we think that the Europeans, they travel a lot. They do a lot of country to country trips, so that's probably going to be one of our initial focus. Young Europe, they're gonna it's going to be really fun for them to be designing. We'll also be focusing on Americans, obviously, and other markets. But our plan is initially launching with Young Europe, and then we're going to get licensed in Europe right away, as well as the US, and so we'll be marketing everywhere. But yeah, there's plans there too. Like there's a lot of fun ways to hit Africa consumers. It's just global. There's a lot of opportunity, which is exciting.
And my last one, is this a platform only for youngsters or any age?
Also a great question. While the youngsters are going to like us, like this is truly for anyone. So you can design, if you're an older adult, so a solo trip, like if you're an empty nester or older, you can design a trip that fits your comfort level just the same way as teenagers do. Do you want to go join a group somewhere, or do some river cruises, or do you want to do something solo? We have a fun introverted travel is one of our segments, as well as bookworm friendly. Yeah, we're really trying to be a home for everyone.
Jessica, thank you so much. Please stay with us. So we move to Mohammed, and after we are all back together. Thank you. Mohammed, how are you today? You're muted.
Sorry, I'm fine. Thank you very much, Max.
Thanks to you for coming. So if you want to give an introduction to yourself, and after we move to your startup.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I am Mohammed, the CEO and founder of Sensomat. I came to Portugal 4 years ago from Iran. I'm originally from Iran. And I established Sensomat 3 years ago. I was trading and selling medical devices for more than 5 years in my own company in Iran before coming to Portugal. The other things that I can describe about myself is that my education is in the field of aerospace engineering, and I've started the career here from the beginning of starting the company. So we could directly go to the slides.
Great.
Okay, let me start. Sensomat LDA. Well, you may hear about pressure ulcer or bed sore. This is one of the worst hard-to-heal wounds ever for nurses, caregivers, and other activists in the hospital. But what is the pressure ulcer? Pressure ulcer is a kind of wound appears when living tissues is being pressed between your bones and an external surface, such as bed or chair. Who are in the risk of getting this wound? People with lack of movements, people who are admitted in hospitals for a long time without movement, conscious or unconscious, aged people with lack of movement because of diseases, or wheelchair users who cannot move their lower bodies. For lots of reasons, we select wheelchair users as the market that we are going to tackle. There are more than 130 million wheelchair users in the world and more than 3,500 daily increase. Our product is mainly contains 4 sensors placed inside the wheelchair cushions, and we detect the pose and the movement of the wheelchair user during their daily activity. We extract their daily behavior and give them hints and suggestions to make more movements to avoid the risk of getting pressure ulcer. We give them mobile applications that not only let them know their daily activities and if they are in a healthy way to avoid the pressure ulcer, but also some extra features and tools such as social networks and other useful tools, especially designed for wheelchair users, such as e-learning, rehabilitation, suggestions, and so on. There are a few competitors in market. The main differentiation from our product, what makes us different, is that we are not going to do any activity to avoid the pressure ulcer. We analyze everything. We have lots of interviews with the wheelchair users, and we find out that the main thing to avoid the pressure ulcer in wheelchair users is inside their brain. People should avoid the pressure ulcer themselves. These products are very good products, but very expensive, and they do some inflation. They have some inflation bubbles inside their cushion. This is the selling model. We mostly sell directly to the wheelchair users, but besides that, there are some abilities to sell indirectly via the social groups, wheelchair user clubs, and our association to sell indirectly to the wheelchair users. This is a market study. Right now, around $1 billion is the amount of the global wheelchair cushion market size, and based on our calculation, after 5 years, we will reach around $16 million. This is our team. Our team contains of diverse groups of talents with different expertise and different experiences. We are mostly focusing on artificial intelligence to extract and analyze the personal behavioral trends. We are during the past 4 years from the beginning of the company, we've spent around 400K in our projects, and our company mostly comes from our our founders, and the grants that we have received from the Portugal government and EU and European Union. Right now, at the earliest stage and pre-seed fundraising, we are looking for 600,000 euros investment. This is how do we spend this money. Partially will be spent on R&D activities and complete the products and other related features of the product to add some new things, and partially will be spent on selling, marketing, and pre-production. This is our roadmap. We are in our current fundraising stage. This is a very important stage for us. And based on our roadmap, we will complete our intellectual property. Right now, we have 2 national patents in Portugal registered, and they are protected by WIPO PCT protection regulations. We will complete our patent procedure and complete our piloting and taking medical standards, because our product is considered to be a medical standard. And more or less around the end of 2023, we will start selling, and our next fundraising stage is going to be at the beginning of 2024. Thank you very much for your attention. I think that, I obeyed the time frame of the presentation.
Thank you so much, Mohammed. Let me start with this is a medical device, right? So, and should be considered patent permissions and so on. So you are now fundraising because you are still developing the next stage and going to sales. What's the timing, in your opinion, to start really selling and for the investors start seeing money coming back one day?
Well, thank you very much, Max, for the question. If we will receive the investment in time during the upcoming months, for example, 3 to 4 months, we believe that maximum at the end of 2023, we could have the chance of start selling our first products, because the taking the medical certificate may be time consuming and takes too much time. But we have some consultants in this area. We are going to apply for the class 1 of the medical devices, which is mostly being used for well-being and health devices, not devices who are going to be used in medical diagnostics. So we could start with class 1. Class 1 medical devices is very easier to take with less time to analyze the situation and to evaluate the consideration. So we believe that based on our business plan, we will start selling at the end of 2024. But this is very depending to the fundraising and the investment received, because we need to apply for CE medical, and we need to complete our patents before piloting and starting to giving our pilot products. For the feedback, we need to complete the patents.
Why wheelchair? Why did you decide to get into this niche?
The bigger question is why pressure ulcer. Pressure ulcer is a real problem in wheelchair users. I've talked with several wheelchair users, and statistics, based on the statistics, more than 60 to 70% of wheelchair users had an experience of getting pressure ulcer at least once in their life. It is very, very painful, time and money consuming, and it makes them more disabled. Around 70% of the wheelchair users globally have the ability of lifting their body from wheelchair for a while by using the wheelchair handles. But if they get pressure ulcer, it will become half. 30 to 40% of the wheelchair users who get pressure ulcer still kept this ability. So it decreased their ability, and it is very painful. And I had several interviews with the wheelchair users. They are normal people, healthy people. They are athletes, but they still get pressure ulcer because they could not move their lower body parts. And this is the main cause of getting pressure ulcer. What we are going to do is to give them some hints and suggestions that in proper timings and intervals make some small movements to avoid the pressure ulcer. And I believe that it would be very impactful for them. It will change their life. When you get pressure ulcer, all aspects of your life are being affected by this disease.
How does the application work?
Well, there are sensors placed inside the cushion. I have one of them here. And we measure the real-time pose of the users based on some input information such as body dimensions, weight, BMI, and so on we receive by the mobile application. We measure the real-time pose of the user. So we create the time history and the trend of their movement activity during their daily normal activities. If this movement would be below a normal behavioral trend that we are now working on it based on our data sets received based on data collected from other wheelchair users or normal healthy people. We are extracting this healthy trend of the movement on a chair or a wheelchair, and we compare the history of the movement in a wheelchair users who are using our product with this healthy trend. If there is any deviation, if the movement is below, we send notifications and alarms and let them know to make some movement. For example, for short time, use wheelchair handle to lift their bodies, or for longer times, just left the wheelchair to go to another chair or bed and come back for a while. If the wheelchair users if the degree of disability would be high, we have an application also for the caregivers or family, friends, or other relatives who will take care of the wheelchair users, and they receive their notifications to make some small movements. Pressure ulcer is about a lack of movement, total movement. When you have a small movement, just to restart the blood circulation in that tissue which is under pressure, you may easily avoid pressure ulcer.
You had several. You had two main business models, which is revenue stream. One coming from selling the device, the other comes from pay, let's say SaaS subscription and early adoption. But which one do you believe is training your revenues? Where are you more focused, selling the devices or giving the service?
The most enjoyable one is selling the software, of course, because it would be more scalable and it would make more revenue stream. But for now, we are still working on our software. The hardware is finished, and we will have the cost of production, the cost analysis, and we have the end user price. But we are still working on a software because it would not be a simple software. It is a kind of super app that some other tools and features will be placed inside it. So for now, all our analysis, all our results and calculations for the revenue forecast of the annual revenue are just for the selling hardware in a B2C model, not other models, which we consider that would be more than 70% of our sales. So for now, we are just going to sell software and hardware, and the software would be just a simple version of the free applications. If we unveil the new super app, then we will decide to selling the new software. But for now, this is a small software who just let the users receive the information and notifications to avoid pressure ulcer.
Mohammed, thank you so much. Please stay, because now we are all back together, because I really like you guys let's start with Jessica. Jessica, why investors should invest in yourself or your startup?
That's a great question. So there are many reasons that investors should invest and win with travel. The first one is because we are bringing chaos and solving a clear need in a huge proven industry. There's only upside, and we are planning to make a lot of the partners in the existing, instead of competitors, are friends. So a huge amount of ways to win that way. Because it's a travel tech startup, there's a lot of exit paths. We're considering going public, or there are definitely acquisition paths by other travel tech companies or just general tech companies in the travel space.
Thank you so much, Jessica. Paolo.
Yeah.
Why invest in your startup, in yourself, your team?
So first of all, because we have a unique product and a unique technology that has been patented and validated in the market. So we have demonstrated that we can do it, we can design it, we can produce it, and now we need your help to scale up and revolutionize the last mile mobility industry. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Paolo. Mohamed, let me close with you, the last but absolutely not the least.
Yeah. Well, Max, there are lots of reasons that you should not invest in our project because we do not yet have any revenue stream. But, well, if you're a king, you should invest your resources in a group of knights. And we are a group of warriors. We fight not only for our own success, but also for your money as an investors. We are a group of immigrants that left our countries, our comfort zone, to come to Europe just to succeed. There is no second option. There is no second plan. Defeat doesn't have any meaning for us. We win today or learn to win tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Mohamed. Paolo, Jessica, Mohamed, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you to all the people watching today, our pitch day. And we are back again next Tuesday. And after we go on holiday, and we will come back in 2023. Thank you again to everyone, and please have a good evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.